Now, the first type of kiss to make her produce water down there is the French kiss. Now, my kings, we all know this one, but make sure you're doing it for longer than usual. Get all that thing, take it all in and let her also reciprocate, especially if your goal is to make sure she waters down there. And also, as you're doing that, make sure that your hands and your fingers are also moving around her body and doing something. Make them useful because the goal here is to make sure she waters down there. So don't just do the kiss and let your hand be there doing nothing. Make sure your hands are helping you to, put in more fire. Set her on fire. You know, fire her up a little bit more so that she can get to produce that water that you want her to produce down there. Another type of kiss to make her produce water down there is the forehead kiss. Now, my kings, the forehead kiss is something that drives us women crazy. It makes us feel really special, wanted, and desired. That is something we as women love to feel from our men. We really want to, sit back and think, yeah, he really is in love with me. He really desires me. That just gives us this thing where we are just all in our feelings and feeling ourselves. So, yes, my kings, if you want her to water down there, especially when you're already doing foreplay, give her that kiss on the forehead. Plant it for a little longer than usual so that she can, feel every bit of the softness of your lips on her forehead. That is definitely going to trigger what you wanted to trigger and get her to produce water down there. Another type of kiss to get her to produce water down there is the neck kiss. Now, my kings, we discussed it when we're discussing the original zones that the neck is very sensitive, even for you kings. But for us women, we are emotional and dramatic, so it's on a whole different level. So, yes, my kings, if your goal is to make her water around there, to make her prepare and ready for you without even having to do much, target the neck and make sure you're giving her that deep neck kiss. As you're doing that, also make sure that your fingers are moving around some other parts of her body. This will definitely drive any woman crazy and definitely get her pouring water down there way before you even get there. Another type of kiss to make her water down there is the hand kiss. Now, my kings, we talked about the palm. Make sure you just plant some kiss in the inner part of the palm. As you're doing this, you can move it to behind. You can also move it to the finger, suck on the fingertips a little bit. Just make sure that you're using your mouth and your tongue all around this place. Trust me, that woman is going to scream. She's going to wonder what is going on, especially if she's never had it done to her before. If you're the first one giving her that moment, or the first one giving her that pleasure, she is going to scream because it will be a wonder to her herself. That is why, my kings, it is definitely something you should incorporate if your goal is to make her water down there. Get her prepared and ready for you even before you get there. Another type of kiss to make her water down there is the ice kiss. Now, my kings, this means that you get ice and then you use the ice to kiss any part of her body that you want to kiss. You can gradually take it up from starting from the lips and then get ice and make sure you're using it to kiss her as your fingers are also moving around her body. You can also do that with the tip of the melons. You can do that with the belly and the belly buttons. You can also do that with around the honey pot and around the ciliate itself. That is definitely going to drive any woman crazy and get her producing that water. Another type of kiss to get her to produce water down there is the angel kiss. Now, my kings, the angel kiss is a kiss on the eyelid. If you don't know that, now, my kings, I feel like this one is better when you are already in there. You're already in her, and with time she might start drying up. Then you will let her, because already most times women will close their eyes when they are really feeling what you're doing. then you plant that soft angel kiss on her eyelid. Trust me, that water is going to start producing all over again. It is going to start coming out all over again. There's this signal it sends to us, especially if you know you're taking good care of your lips and your lips are really very soft and tender, and you plant that kiss there. It's going to send some sensation to her that if she hasn't had that done to her before, she would literally scream and ask, "What am I feeling?" Like she will be in shock of how just you planting your lips on her eyelids can give her so much pleasure. So yes, my kings, the angel kiss is definitely something you should be trying out if your goal is to make her produce water down there and drive her crazy. Another kiss you should definitely try out if you want to make her produce enough water down there is the shoulder kiss. Now, my kings, you see the shoulder? It's another sensitive part. Now imagine putting ice in your mouth, like we mentioned in the ice case, and then using it around her shoulder, slowly using your cold, wet lips and tongue around her shoulder. Trust me. In fact, I don't know. Until you try it, please, my kings, when you try it out, do come back and give me feedback. I want to know what your women said or how they reacted to it. Because believe me, especially if a woman hasn't felt this before, if she doesn't know about it, because even kings and queens do not know about this. So if she's never experienced it before, you're the first one giving her that experience. I don't know what is going to make that woman leave you. It will be a situation where even if the both of you don't end up together, she will find it very difficult to stay away from you. It will be that type of situation where you get your ex always running back to you because there is just something you've given her that she's not experienced anywhere else. So yes, my kings, the shoulder case, you should definitely try if your goal is to drive that woman crazy and make her produce enough water down there. Now, the last type of case to drive her crazy and make her produce water down there on my list today is the Thai kiss. Now, my kings, make sure you're incorporating this in your routine if your goal is to make a woman produce enough water down there and drive her crazy. If you really want to pleasure her and give her the moment of her life, make sure to incorporate this. And please do not start with it. Make sure it should be around where you are almost ready to go in. Because by the time you get there and you're giving her those soft kisses, on her thighs, believe me, at this point in time, she would already want you to be in, especially if you've already done this other ones we've mentioned before you finally get there. Now, at this point, she would be screaming for you to already go in. And also, my kings, be sure to try it with the ice cubes as well. Believe me, it is a no-brainer. Just go and try it and tell me how it feels. So that's it for this video, my kids. These are top 7 kisses you should definitely be trying if your goal is to drive a woman crazy, give her the most pleasurable moment of her life, and make her produce enough water down there. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do also subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell. Like this video. Drop a comment down below. Share this video with your family and friends. And see you in the next one. Bye.